All right, guys, welcome back to Video Game Leaks. Wes here, and today we've got some stuff to talk about regarding GTA 6. We're going to go over some things you need to know before the game releases whenever Rockstar decides to release the game. Grand Theft Auto 6 is one of the most anticipated games in the world. In fact, I would even be all right with calling it the #1 most anticipated game of all time, especially after the insane series of leaks that came out not too long ago. Rockstar confirmed a new GTA game was in development, but then they didn't give us any official information. However, a teenage hacker somehow managed to leak over 90 screenshots and videos from an in-development version of the game, revealing tons of information about the game. This was perhaps the biggest leak of all time, and Rockstar ended up taking hefty legal action against the hacker. But in case you somehow missed it, we're going to compile absolutely everything about GTA 6 that these leaks officially confirmed. Obviously, most things about the game are subject to change, since it's still probably at least another couple of years away, but everything we're going to talk about today comes directly from the game itself, so it will paint a pretty good picture of the final product. But enough delayed, here's everything that we know about GTA 6. First off, let's talk about the setting. It's confirmed that GTA 6 will be a return to Vice City, the fan favorite location from one of the earliest 3D GTA games. Every GTA map is a parody of a real world location. GTA 4 is based on New York, GTA 5 was based on Los Angeles, and back in 2002, GTA Vice City was based on Miami. The game was not only praised for its map, but also its time period. By setting the game in the 80s, it was able to not only bring an awesome location to life, but also pay tribute to a time that the entire human race will always be nostalgic for. The leaked gameplay actually showed off the game's setting as Vice City through a few set pieces, but as far as the time period, it's a little hard to tell. It didn't seem to be set in the 80s, but it's also very likely that all of the major texture work is going to be after the gameplay is closer to being released, meaning a build this young probably didn't have all the atmospheric things that Rockstar is planning to include. It's also totally possible that some of the weapons seen in the gameplay are simply placeholder assets being used for testing instead of actually being the final product's weapon selection. So while the GTA 6 gameplay seemed to be set around the modern times, it's totally possible that could change in a future build of the game. However, on the other hand, some GTA fans noticed a reference to the GTA 5 story in little details of the environment and dialogue, meaning there's actually a good chance that this game takes place after GTA 5 in the same continuity, which would mean it's the third GTA game in a row to be set in the modern day. Honestly, I wasn't expecting Rockstar to make another modern game, but I guess I was wrong. Granted, we've seen some alleged leaks that the game has had multiple time periods, so it's still possible that we go back to the 80s or 90s in certain parts of the story, but the main game world seems to be modern day. Next up, let's talk about the protagonist, or the protagonist for that matter. One aspect of GTA 5 that garnered particular praise was in the writing of the main characters. There were 3 protagonists in GTA 5, each with their own unique views on crime and city they live in, making for some really interesting interactions and character arcs. It's been suggested that GTA 6 will once again have multiple protagonists, and the leaked gameplay seems to confirm the stories we've heard about at least one playable female protagonist. We saw 2 characters in the gameplay, one named Jason and one named Lucia, and they're shown to be working together throughout the gameplay sections. Some of the most popular rumors stated that the 2 main characters would be a brother and sister duo, but on opposite sides of a crime war, one being a detective and the other being a criminal. So the fact that they're working together seems to raise a few questions, to say the least. Moving right along, I want to talk about the enemy AI. Grand Theft Auto has never been known for having super intuitive enemy AI. However, since it was a development version of the game that leaked, we got an inside look at how the AI works. This time around, it seems that Rockstar has gone all out, making this feel like a more challenging and somewhat realistic experience. The pathing, the decision making seemed a lot more intelligent than what's been in games like GTA 4 and 5. Likely to accommodate the number of gameplay additions that are in the works, there are more stealth mechanics this time around that will likely allow you to carry out jobs in a variety of ways. There are also more movement options and ways to interact with NPCs in and out of combat situations. The star ranked wanted system is also coming back, which is going to make for some really fun personal challenges, just like it did previously. I can't be the only one who tried to race myself to get the maximum wanted level, right? Next up, let's talk about the release window. Okay, this one is a little bit more speculative than anything else, but I think there is a lot to be said about what this leak did to any potential upcoming release date or trailer. When GTA 6 was confirmed to be in development, Rockstar said that unprecedented longevity of GTA 5 was the main reasons things were taking so long to move forward, but since the game has been in development for almost a decade at this point, fans are getting very anxious to see it. The leak was a pretty rough build of the game, obviously, but because so much of it was shown off in an incomplete state, Rockstar likely now feels they need to take even more time in order to take fans completely by surprise with whatever it is left to be done. But does that make much sense? The hype train basically needs to be reset now that the internet has already seen so much of the gameplay, but since Rockstar probably now wants to outdo what was leaked, they're going to take that as a sign to take their time even more with the project. In case you can't already tell what I'm getting at, I'm thinking the leaks actually caused the game to be quietly delayed. It was estimated that the game was likely going to come out in 2024, 2 years after the official announcement, which is a pretty standard time frame for the industry, but now things are going to need to go back to the drawing board. I can see the window being pushed back to 2025 or 2026. Just don't expect to see this game in the next couple of years because Rockstar isn't going to let it out of their sight until they're absolutely satisfied with it. Rockstar is going to be even more secretive with this project after the leaks, so I would not expect a trailer until 2024 at the earliest at this point. Overall, the game looks really solid, and even though the leaked build was rather early, the core gameplay and level design really looks solid, and the new AI and interactions look like they'll add a ton of dynamics to the experience. There isn't any official release window, and I don't think we're going to get any teasers anytime soon after this leak, but I'm very hopeful for the final product. I'll happily wait a few more years if we get to see the mechanics and ideas shown in the leaks perfected to Rockstar game standards. Either way though, guys, I am super excited for GTA 6, and I cannot wait to see what Rockstar has got up their sleeves even more whenever the game is going to release, whenever Rockstar is ready. Hit the like button and subscribe to Video Game Leaks if you guys are excited for GTA 6. Thank you all for watching this video. This has been Wes, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one.